Let's stay with the judiciary. Kenyan Deputy Chief Justice Kalpana Rawal and suspended Supreme Court Judge Phillip Tunoi are now going on retirement after the Supreme Court declined to review its early ruling that sent the two on immediate retirement. But as KTN's Murimi Mwangi now reports, the verdict has set in motion intriguing succession battles for Rawal's job and the job of outgoing Chief Justice Willy Mutunga. Take a look.
It was on his last day as the president of the Supreme Court that outgoing Chief Justice Willy Mutunga dropped the final bombshell, sending on retirement his 70-year-old deputy Kalpana Rawal and Supreme Court Judge Phillip Tunoi.
The matter ends there.
But Tunoi's lawyer, Firoz Norji, it seems was not done just yet.
Sorry to disappoint. We're finished.
The judges were already on their feet as Firoz started lamenting against the advertisement of the Rawal and Tunoi jobs in the dailies even before the court's ruling. But his plea, it seemed, was falling on deaf ears. The judges simply walked out. On this day, Justices Njoki Ndongo and Jackton Ojwang were conspicuously missing on the bench. The two had on Tuesday differed sharply with their three other colleagues regarding the decision to send Rawal and Tunoi home.
At the end of the day, the incoming leadership, Chief Justice and Deputy Chief Justice, in as much as they might have differences in opinion in their judicial approach to their work, that should not go to the extent of personalizing and crippling the institution as a whole.
But as the Mutunga-Rawal succession gains momentum, the Judicial Service Commission will seemingly be wading between the tough wars between factions keen to influence who succeeds Mutunga and Rawal. On one hand is the political class, which is keen to have a future Supreme Court, which can impartially hear and determine any presidential petition in 2017. But on the other hand, the judicial officers, particularly sitting judges and senior lawyers, are reportedly keen to have a new CJ recruited from among sitting judges.
Of course, there will be some lawyers who would be interested for their own ulterior motives to get a Chief Justice who is friendly to them, with the notion that he can be able to approach the Chief Justice to influence certain decisions either at the Supreme Court, at the Court of Appeal, or at the High Court.
Before the gazettement of the Rawal Tunoi jobs, the JSC was on Wednesday evening forced to write a demand letter to the government printer, who had declined to advertise the jobs. The application's window closes on the 6th of July at 5 p.m. And so the JSC officially commences the daunting task to recruit 3 competent legal minds to fill up the position of Chief Justice, Deputy Chief Justice and Judge of the Supreme Court, as the country's topmost court closes the chapters of Chief Justice Willy Mutunga, his Deputy Kalpana Rawal and Justice Phillip Tunoi. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News, Nairobi.